overpaid, even by the pound, terrorist arm of the incel Stephen Miller lives up to its reputation as a dumping ground for guys who like to wear masks, not always with a rubber ball in their mouths. Lorenzo Araujo of Houston, father of two, was shot during a traffic stop by undercover ICE agents, identifiable only by their inability to execute a search warrant and their rank cowardice. Mr. Araujo wasn't even the person on their warrant, but ICE agents, besides being poorly trained, other than the occasional hot dog eating contest, can't read. That's why they should look forward to 2029, when someone else reads them their Miranda rights. ICE released a story trying to justify this killing, but it was contradicted by video and eyewitness evidence, who themselves are now victims of ICE's attempts to try to deport them. Texans are upset, but Senators Ted Cruz and John Cornyn do not care about the people who live in their state, nor does biblical adulterer Ken Paxton care. He was off in London with his mistress at the time. James Tallarico does care, and he spoke movingly about this tragedy, and so perhaps this needless violence at the behest of White House wedgie victim Stephen Miller will stop soon. Stephen Miller's a walking indictment of white supremacy, but he wouldn't even be here if America was run the way he's running it now. Well, that may sound nice. There'd be no Ted Cruz either. That's just not who we are. It's not how we do things. We're better than this, the evidence notwithstanding. This evidence right now includes the shooting less than a week later in Maine of Johan Guerrero, again by ICE agents who shouldn't be armed and are incompetent boobs. Again, Mr. Guerrero wasn't even the person on the arrest warrant. And again, ICE can't execute a warrant, but they can execute a person. This time in front of his young daughter in her pajamas. ICE didn't even try to make up a story this time, saying that Mr. Guerrero was just trying to get away. So Senator Susan Collins pretended to care briefly about this and released a statement that was milquetoast, noting that among all the money she showered on this off-the-rails agency, some of it was allocated to body cams, which of course weren't even on here. Now, Ms. Collins is a wealthy enabler of the loose sphincter in chief, and she's had some luck defying odds in past elections. This time, she's losing, and she's going to lose this one. She is currently behind a candidate named, quote, anybody, which makes sense, because anybody is better than Susan Collins. More jokes next time. Maybe. But we got to stop this. News from the Forest. Please like, share, put your comments below.